Hey girl, hey. Hey boys, hey. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Beauty's here. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Don't believe what you heard and hit that subscribe button. We are just trying to build a community here that it is safe to agree to disagree. We don't hate, we articulate and participate. And you are welcome here to have a different opinion than mine. I do not delete comments that are going against what I believe. I welcome your theories here, your information, your past, and anything and everything you want to bring to the table. This is a safe community, and I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did. I am full of energy because I fell asleep at 6 p.m. and didn't wake up until probably 11:30-ish. So I slept. I stuffed my face because Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. And I wasn't going to come live. I was going to take some time off. But you guys, the YouTube tea is hot. So get your teacup and sit down and listen because some of my favorite subscribers, the whole reason that I started my channel were these women were inspirational. I am going to share which women, and you're going to bash me for it, but it's okay. I'm honest. I've always been honest and taken whatever hate that I have to take for it. But I am going to break down how it all started. And then I'm also going to let you know that I fell into the trap of getting this here and explain to you what I thought about it. So we will get to that tea in a minute, but let's just stick with my own tea at first and explain to you what I'm talking about. So I haven't been able to watch my normal creators, the people that I usually watch. In the beginning, over a year ago, I said I would never get on YouTube, you guys. I was one of those people that said, I don't need YouTube unless I'm trying to figure out how to put something together. I think I had honestly been on here one time, and it was because I lost the instructions to my tent and I needed to figure out how to put it up because me and Gage were going camping for his birthday and I needed to figure out how to get the rain fly on it. So I decided to go to YouTube. My daughter had already told me when my son asked for a channel, when he turned 7 years old, he begged me if he could have his own YouTube channel. And I had a YouTube account, of course, because I had a Google account. And so I told him if he got a channel, he would have to use my email and he could get a channel, but I had to watch everything that he did. I had to approve his videos. I had to be the one to uplift it and upload them and all of that. So I was able to block people. I had all his information because I just gave him mine. Well, then I needed a YouTube because my daughter told me that I could look up the Chris Watts polygraph. I think it was right after, maybe August or September, right after it happened. And she said that I could look up all that information on YouTube. And I was like, what? She said, yeah, you can look it up on YouTube, Mom. They have that on YouTube. And I'm like, whatever. And I had already said, listen, I don't need a Twitter. I don't need an Instagram. I don't need a Snapchat. Facebook takes up way too much of my time. So I don't need YouTube because it's just going to take up my time, Gabby, is what I told my daughter. Well, she knows that I sit and watch Investigation Discovery all day long. I'm always watching court cases. I'm always watching Dateline. I'm always watching headline news. The world news every day just tickles my pickle. I just love watching the world news. It's just who I am. And so she told me that I could get up close and personal with these cases and that I could watch it. And for 5 days straight, you guys, I watched when I had time all the interviews. I watched all of the polygraph and everything. And then my birthday was March 2nd. And I remember around that same time, a whole bunch more information came out and we got Chris's Wisconsin interview. And so I started going on YouTube and watching these people. And I went and I never hit the subscribe button. Never. I didn't even know how to subscribe. I didn't know anything about it. I would just go and watch people's videos. And then roll out. But then I would see that their other videos would show up in my suggested section. And so I was good. I was floating around. I had been all caught up on the Chris Watts thing. My daughter even got me watching some makeup, the beauty community, because there was so much drama in the beauty community all the time. So I started watching Jeffree Star and Rich Lux and James Charles and pretty much all the men. The women, they had too much drama. They were always in the middle of some kind of cattiness. And so I didn't really watch that many women, but I did watch all the men. And Shane Dawson, of course. So I was watching CC and JS4J, and I knew that they used to be friends and that they weren't anymore, but I respected their platform and I liked to listen. And I didn't agree with everything that they said, but I did go there for information on the Watts case. And so these were two people that I admired when I started my channel. I looked up to these women. They were inspirational to me, even though I didn't agree with everything that they had said. I just thought it was awesome that they had the cojones to get on here and share their thoughts and their opinions and how they felt. And I just was inspired by them. So I was also inspired at the same time while I was floating around YouTube was Tasha K, because she just like says it how it is, and she is loud like me and moves a lot, and she was about to have a baby. And so I just thought that she was just so down to earth and crazy and funny, and she cracks me up. And so I watched her too. And then Leslie Bass was a mother of 6 kids, you guys, and she was rocking her channel, always just so nice and kind and sweet. And I just loved her channel, and I still do to this day. I loved her channel, and she was just precious. She reminded me a lot of myself. And so I was like, this woman, those were the people that I subscribed to. I didn't subscribe to anybody else, but I had hit that subscribe button for those 4 people. The other one was Without a Crystal Ball. And a lot of people didn't like her, but I did, just because she reported, you know what I'm saying? She didn't care whether it was, you know, the truth or not. She would put it out there and then, you know, retract it if she had to, but she was just a gritty reporter, you know, different. But everybody, the CC and the J's for Justice, they were like battling each other all the time, and I just didn't understand how people could do that so publicly. It did. I couldn't. Maybe it's because of my Asperger's, and I'm not very good with social aspects of things and how things work socially and what the social norms are. But I just couldn't believe that people were dragging each other through the mud, and even LB and Without a Crystal became friends, and they squashed their beef. And I was like, oh, this is so refreshing. I can watch these two, and then they get along, and they even showed up on each other's channel and everything. And so, and then they just, something happens and the script is flipped, and they all of a sudden start coming for each other. And so when I got off yesterday and said I wasn't going to come back on, I went to Leslie's channel and I saw poor baby mama is going off, and for good reasons. The other Without a Crystal did an Instagram live laying on her bed. I don't know what was going on with her, but she drug Leslie, and she didn't deserve that. And just like I didn't deserve it, you guys. And it seems like that the women that are kind and don't go into all the drama and don't clap back are the women that get attacked the most. And so it's just really sad that you're forced to defend yourself, because if you don't, then they keep coming for you. And just some of the things that were being said about this poor woman who takes time out of her daily life. She has 6 children, and she loves her children and her husband and her family, and she takes very good care of them. And just because another YouTuber can go live 5 times a day and another one can't, doesn't mean you should come at each other. Everybody should uplift one another and have like this golden rule that you don't talk smack about another creator, that we're all here. You don't see strippers in the strip club being like, oh, you girl, you don't got what it takes to be up in here. They support each other and uplift one another, and you don't even have enough tact as a stripper. You don't, that they've got more couth than you do. Why do other YouTubers even stoop to that level? I don't understand how, like, you know, I could have came at Cece. I have screenshots of what she did, you know, said and did about me. They were trying to find my IP. They were saying things that I talk as if I'm chewing like a wasp. She seems to have shortness of breath. She's kind of manic. Somebody needs to get off the pills and get off YouTube. I mean, these things are just awful and disgusting. And for people that can act like that as grown-ups, you guys need a reality check. And I just feel really bad that it affects some of them as much as it does, but it ain't going to do that to me, you guys. I'm not going nowhere anytime soon, okay? I'm staying right here. I don't care if my subscribers go down, if they go up, if I quit making money on YouTube. I don't care, because I'm here for the community. I'm here for the relationships. I'm here for the friendships. I'm not here for the money. I don't care. I've survived before I made a dime off this channel. I will survive after it, or whatever. I mean, it's not about that. We should never, ever, ever, YouTube should make it a rule that you cannot bash another subscriber. Once CC started saying what she did, my subscriber level dropped. Like, people did, I was getting 50 subscribers a day, you guys. I was giving away stuff all the time, because I give away stuff every 500 subs. And I was being held accountable for the people that I was getting. And then all of a sudden, another YouTuber runs my name through the mud, and then bam, they get what they want in the end, because it stops your traffic. And then another creator lets a subscriber say that I'm a scammer in their comments, and she reads it out loud and then horse laughs me, and then calls herself and every subscriber that ever watched me a sucker. Okay? And that's just not okay. You shouldn't be able to do that. And I didn't come over here and be like, did y'all know the tea I heard on MM? I heard that she did da 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 da. You guys know that there's a lot of information out there. All you got to do is just type in that handle, and so much stuff shows up. And I didn't stoop to that level. I didn't be like, well, if y'all think I'm a scammer, well, guess what about this? No, that's not the way that you act. I want her to make more money than I ever thought about making. I want all of those women to make more money than I ever thought about making. I didn't come here for the money. If they did, by all means, I want them to be successful. I want them to reach the goals that they made when they created their channel. But my goals that I made when I created my channel was to change lives, was to help maybe stop one person from making the same mistakes that I have, maybe get one person out of addiction, maybe get one person out of a domestic violence relationship. And I've already been able to do that. And you guys can see the reward in my face. I'm happy. I love helping people. And that's what it's about. My email is flooded, and I'm loving each and every one of them. I'm loving getting back to everybody and having this connection that we have. I'm loving the adult conversation. I'm loving every bit of it. And if I never make another dime off of Super Chat again, I don't care. That is the thing, is these women that aren't constantly asking for money are saying Super Chat is open or my PayPal's down below, are the ones that are getting attacked. It's because that the other people are afraid that they might be held to a higher standard because me and LB are the way that we are. We're here for our community. We're here to help people. It's not about the money. And so those people get drugged, while the people that are sitting up on their high horse looking down at everybody, saying things like this, yesterday was the first time I heard of her YouTube, and her loud mouth pissed me off so much that I left a comment about it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We're happy to help and be a part of your army. Donna did an unethical and disrespectful thing, and it will come back to her in the end. She is going to piss off a lot of people. She also can not get her facts right and says she can run with the big dogs. Donna hasn't even gotten from under the porch, and she can't do what you do. I mean, they shouldn't even be using my name if they hate me. My name shouldn't even be coming out of their mouth. Did we all not learn this as grown-ups? I mean, grown-ups do not do this, you guys. Grown-ups do not act like this. And if you can't hack it being a grown-up, grab your jacket and get on outside with the little kids. That's just not any way to act. And so this channel, if you guys ever hear me bad mouthing anyone, I don't care what they did to me, you need to put me in check. I'm asking you as my subscribers to say, listen, I thought you said you weren't about bad mouthing somebody. So never, ever, no matter what they do to me, you guys, I'm holding myself accountable right here in front of 29 people. Hit that subscribe button, you guys, or subscribe button if you're new. But you guys are my witnesses that I promise that no matter how ugly it gets, I'm going to get more subscribers. They may have slowed down my subscriber rate. That's totally fine. I'm genuine. I want more genuine people here. It's about quality and not quantity. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Even if I drop below 1,000, I do not care, because the only thing that I get having over 1,000 subscribers is the super chat, and they keep 42% of that. So it doesn't really matter about the super chat anyway. But I did hear that after January, if your channel is not making YouTube money, it could be shut down. That could be rumors as well. That's another thing you have to worry about when you start a YouTube channel, is that there's so many rumors. You don't know what you can believe or what not to believe. And it's just really hard. So when I started my channel, I was so inspired by these women, and now they are at each other's throats, and they don't even realize that they are inspiring people to create a channel. None of those women knew that they were the reason why I decided to do my YouTube channel, but they were. Those 4 women were the whole reason I was like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it, and be genuine and be myself as well. Each and every one of those 4 women are very different from one another. Very. And they bring a lot to the table that I enjoy. And so we don't even know who's watching. We don't know whose lives we're touching. We don't know who we're hurting. And so you have to be delicate with your audience. You have to be delicate with other creators, because that's their art. That's their platform. You by no means have any right to tell somebody what to put on their channel, or that somebody else shouldn't be able to come on your channel because they were your friend first. That's so childish. That is so immature. There's no reason for us to act like that. You don't need to be in my comment section telling me I got too much makeup on, because let me tell you something. What will I do? I will put on eyeliner all over my face and blush all over, and I will look like a clown and come up on here and be like, how's my makeup now? I am not going to be told what to do, what to cover, who to watch, who not to watch, and all of that. None of that matters. That you're asking me to change my character and my beliefs and I'm not going to do that. So please, you guys, if it's not nice, if you want to make a comment that says you have too much makeup on, get out of here. See yourself out the dough, because that's the type of person I am. If you want to give me a $40 super chat just so you can tell me that you think I should cover the Ronnie Watts interview, well, guess what? I will send you your $40 super chat back plus $10 on top to see your way out the dough, because that's not how this is my channel. Create your own channel. There are so many opportunities out here on YouTube for you to do that. If you feel that Mama Beauties needs to do something a certain way, girl or boy, get your own channel running and you do it that way all day long, and you might run or you might just blow up, but nobody is going to control my narrative here. No one is going to control how much makeup I wear. No one is going to control how loud or quiet I am. No one is going to control a darn thing about me. And one thing that I can promise each and every one of you is that I will never, ever, ever, no matter how bad it gets, these people were trying to get my IP address. And no matter how bad it gets, I will never stoop down to that level. I will lift them up and lift them up no matter how bad it gets. Now, when MM's moderator hit me up yesterday, I had just seen what had happened and I sent back a message. She was apologizing for her and said that it will never happen again. And instead of responding in a creative, nice way, I was like, oh, I'm done. You know, I got really upset. And so I handled that wrong. And I know that I need to take some time. Whenever I see something like that, I don't need to come to YouTube right away. I need to set a timer on my phone for 3 hours. And if I still feel that way in 3 hours, then fine, I can upload a live. But I am never, ever going to come on here and clap back or give you the tea or any of that BS, because that's not what we're about. We're about uplifting and loving and being a community where you can emotionally vomit all over everyone, and we'll be here to help clean up the mess. That's what this community is. It's not about who's better than somebody or who knows more or who's got the inside scoop or who is connected to the Watts or any of that. All that is irrelevant, you guys. It's irrelevant. What other content creators are doing is irrelevant to me. Okay? Everybody got that? Cheers. Miss Jane, me too. Me too. I can't imagine what she's going through right now during the holidays. If anyone that prays, please keep praying for Ashley Newsom. And if you meditate or send positive vibes to her, if you don't pray, please. I can't imagine what she's going through today on Thanksgiving. And honestly, I have not talked to her today. I woke up, I put the ham in the oven at 1, and I stayed busy all the way until like 6:30. And then at 6:30, I laid down on the couch and I fell right to sleep. But last night I stayed up till 4 a.m. watching Leslie's 2.5 hour live about how this other YouTube person had treated her. And I liked that other YouTube person. And I was very upset that she got treated like that because she doesn't deserve it. And it just opened my eyes up to how ugly it's going to get here for me, you guys. I'm only at 1,500 subs and it is going to get ugly. Mark my words. Do I have a troll right now, you guys? Honestly, I haven't read the chat. I'm really hurting from that Joel, y'all. I'm not kidding. I've been doing it for over a year and I've got something settled in my chest and I can't like stop wanting to hit it. It is literally consumes your thought, the nicotine in it. And I use nicotine salts. But I gotta stop. If you guys know any way to stop vaping, please email me that. Okay, so again, we were talking about my daughter getting me into the beauty community. And so when I saw Shane Dawson was going into the beauty community and getting his own palette, I was like, oh my God, I've got to get that. My daughter's always loved Jeffree's makeup, but I've always thought it was a little bright for me. I don't really wear it that much. And the one time I did, I got this in the mail yesterday. I'm going to share that whole fiasco story with you. But I got this in the mail yesterday and I put it on, and then I went live, and as soon as I went live, somebody said that I had too much makeup on. Of course, they got blocked. Let me warn you guys, if you're going to insult me, you will get blocked. And telling me I have too much makeup on, I talk too much, the volume's too loud, all of that is insulting to me. Just a heads up. So I will just block people. Oh, thank you, Janelle. That is amazing. So, when I saw that Shane's palette, I watched the whole series. I was all sucked in. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't watched the final episode because I got a little upset because I watched the whole series. I saved $200 for December 2nd or November 2nd, whenever it was. And it was 100 for my daughter and 100 for me. And I was ready. I was signed into my account, my Jeffree Star account, and I was ready when it launched. And for 4 hours straight, both me and my daughter at her home kept trying to get in. We couldn't get in. I'd never done the process before. I didn't know that you had to let that circle go for like an hour and then it put you in place in line. When the little circle kept going, I didn't think I was being put in place because it took forever. I thought it was still loading, so I would back out. And so I never got put in line for the Shane Dawson conspiracy palette. And I was very upset. I have a recording of it and everything. 4 hours of my day, you guys, because I knew how much my daughter really wanted it. Plus, I really wanted it because the palette, when I saw it created, wasn't as dramatic as Jeffree's makeup. And so I had never been interested in Jeffree's makeup except for the highlighters and stuff. And until I used his liquid lip or whatever it is called. My daughter gave me one of those and I loved it. So his velour lipstick or whatever is amazing. I do have to say that much. But so I decided, since I like that lipstick and since Shane had his palette, I would get it, and I couldn't get it. And my daughter was upset. I was upset. So we saved the $200 for when they did a restock. Well, Gabby calls me like a few days later and says they've already sold out of the restock. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Gabby? They said they couldn't have any more made until a certain time. And she said, they did pre-orders and they've already sold out on all the pre-orders. And so I was pissed. I'm like, you know what? This really chaps me, Gabby. I don't even know if I want to buy this anymore. Like, us having to sit in line, their website crashing. They should have been more prepared for that. Even Unique, when they do their Black Friday sales, they handle millions and millions of people on their servers, and you don't get kicked out. You get put in line. It'll even say you're 10,987th place in line with Unique. So if Unique, a direct sales company, can handle that amount of volume, they have 1 million presenters, and each presenter has so many people that underneath them. And so when they do their Black Friday bundle sales, which start tomorrow, actually, I'm sure if there anyone works for Unique, I no longer do, but they can handle it. Their servers don't shut down. Their websites don't shut down. They don't break the internet. And they've got millions and millions and millions of people buying their bundles as well. And yet they can sustain it. Their website can sustain it. And so I was very upset. I wish that I would have went to Morphe or to some of the other sites. I can't believe the Jeffree site did that to me. And I was upset. So when my daughter called me the next day and said, look, we're not getting it. He already said that they used all the makeup for the rest of the year for those palettes, that they won't be able to replace any until after the first of the year. We won't get our conspiracy palette until 2020. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I don't want it, Gabby. I don't want it at all. I'm done. I was like, these people are ridiculous. And if Unique can handle that many people and they can't, I'm never, ever going to buy for myself again. I said, it's not meant to be. I was like, I'll just get a lipstick every once in a while when you order. But because I did like his lipstick. But you know what? I don't need his makeup that bad. And I still hadn't even got to try the eyeshadow. So then she got very depressed that she couldn't get the conspiracy palette. And I really wanted that Shane gloss and lipstick because lip gloss. I'm all about a clear lip gloss. Like, I am a lip gloss queen. So, Yeah, but Ivy Lynn, a Unique's site didn't crash, and they're not going to crash tomorrow. And they have millions and millions and millions of people buying these products too. So I believe it could have been prevented. They should have known. Jeffree didn't think that it would be bigger than him. And it was Shane and him. So he should have been prepared for that. But that's just my personal opinion. I know that a lot of people have their backs and they could do whatever, and you're still going to just love them absolutely. But I am discouraged. I'm sorry. I'm discouraged because I'm not done with my story. Had that been the only thing that happened, then I would probably still be a Jeffree and Shane lover and be trying to get as much stuff as I wanted, because I was that before. Okay, because these things just kept happening. So I forgave him. I even told my daughter when the site crashed, it's okay, we'll get it on the reorder. But then she said that he posted it on his Instagram that they were doing pre-orders, and she didn't get to see it because she had a baby. She has a 1-year-old baby that she has to follow around all day to keep from hurting herself. And so she didn't see it until it was too late and they were already sold out. And so that bothered me a lot too. But I wasn't done with them like I am now. So then the next day she called me and I said, Gabby, do you just want to get something of Jeffree's that you don't already have? And we'll get the collection. You can get the big palette and I'll take the mini palette, because we even tried to do that with the conspiracy palette, but it was still sold out. Like in the end, we were going to just settle for one palette and one mini. And I would take the mini of the conspiracy palette and she would get the big one. And so when we found out we couldn't even get one until the next year, I really wanted to try Jeffree's makeup. I really, really wanted to try it. And so she decided that she would get the Jawbreaker palette and that I would get the mini Jawbreaker palette. Okay. And so I went on Rich Lux's thing and I saw him opening up the conspiracy palette. And so I tried to join his contest to try to win it for my daughter for Christmas. And I just couldn't. I tried to go in as many as I could and win contests, and I couldn't do it. So I told my daughter, there's probably no way we're going to get the conspiracy palace by Christmas. So what do you want from Jeffree's site? We'll go ahead and spend this money since we had it set to the side for that specifically. I said, you have $100, but I want the mini palette, whatever you do. So she went on the site, you guys, and it was like December 5th or something, 3 days after, or November 5th, 3 days after the launch of Shane's just was epically failed for us. We didn't get it. So she just got this 2 days ago, you guys. We ordered on November 5th, and she emailed them and emailed them and emailed them. And we understood about the conspiracy palette, but we weren't ordering the conspiracy palette. We were ordering his regular inventory that he should already have right there in the warehouse. And he should have taken care of us, his people, who you can see continually order. I order for my daughter all the time. All the time. And he has not even responded to the email that we sent saying, hey, we ordered 3 weeks ago and we still haven't gotten our palette. 3 weeks later, we still hadn't gotten our palette. So when she finally gets the shipping thing after she sends the email 3 weeks later, they still have not responded to the email, but we automatically, after the email, we suddenly have a shipping and a tracking. So it took 3 weeks and 2 days to order from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And we ordered 4 days after the launch. Okay. Now, when I saw Rich Lux open up the conspiracy palette, he said that the most satisfying part of one of these palettes, he had a mini palette the first time he opened it. He said one of the most satisfying parts was opening up the palette and ripping off that film on the mirror, right? Mine didn't come with one. And it has 3 little spots on it, 3 stains, one here, and one here, that will not come off of my mirror because they did not put any kind of protective layer on it. So now they are stained. Those will not come off. I've tried with the Windex. I've tried with a towel. I've tried with 100 things, and it's stained. The mirror is stained because they didn't even put a protective cover on it, and they were talking about how they go down to detail in the actual the Beautiful World of Jeffree, or whatever the series was called. They talked about how that it was down to detail. There's protective covers. I even seen the protective cover on the Conspiracy palette of Shane's, the mini palette of Shane's. I saw Rich pull it off. So why is Jeffree's not coming with one? And why is the stuff staining the mirror? I'm mad. This is my very first impression, and then they won't even respond to my email. That's why I'm upset. I wouldn't be upset if it was just I waited 4 hours. It was a launch and I missed out. And I missed out on the pre-orders because my daughter wasn't on her Instagram, and I'm an old lady that doesn't have an Instagram. I should have an Instagram if I expect to be involved in that kind of stuff. So I was okay with that. I was okay with not getting the Conspiracy palette until after the first of the year. But I really wanted to try Jeffree's makeup. I'm not okay with it taking 3 weeks and 3 days for me to get something. And then when I get it, it is nothing that you said in your video that you do. You act like, why did only ours, not her big Jawbreaker palette didn't have one on her mirror either. Her mirror is stained with whatever the formula to make it be so smooth. That moisture got on the mirror and stained it. It changed its pigment. I can't even look. It will not come off. I was going to use it as a giveaway. But my godfather was like, no, you can't, not with that on those mirrors, because they're going to think it's used. I said, they'll be able to tell it hasn't been swatched. This was before I used it twice. And he goes, no, I wouldn't give that away. They're going to say you're giving away used crap. And so look, you can scrub it hard all you want, and it's not coming off. It is stuck on there. See, it's right there, a square. There's a square right here. The light has to be hitting it for you to see it. And then there's a square on the other side, and it's from the makeup on my mirror and then not using a protective layer. And that is, you charge way too much for this to not use a protective layer. And I wanted to compare this with Mary Kay's new super pigmented eyeshadow. They use Chroma Fusion is what it's called. And so I want to show you guys the two, compare the two. Yes, it is. So I figured this would take months, and they might say I won't get any back. I would have had to file an incident with both the post office and him when they would have determined what would happen. Oh, wait, Caitlin, I didn't see your comment. Because I would have to I have stuff from a couple of years ago from him, and I really like the products, but I won't order again after that experience last year. Oh, I'm going to have to go up because that's a lot to spend. And you got nothing? Wait a minute. I got to go back up. I love them too, but you can't treat your customers like that and think people are coming back. Hold on. Okay. So my daughter ended up having to, this was cracked when she got it. And you can see where it cracked and smeared at the bottom. You see, it's supposed to not be out of that bubble. You can see where it cracked and smeared. It's only supposed to be that loop. See this loop here, like right, right like that. That's where it's supposed to go. But you can see it cracked and got into, you see the bottom of it? This was the first thing she ordered from Jeffree, and she kept ordering. I didn't. The bottom of that is cracked. But she gave it to me because they replaced it and gave her a new one. So she gave me this one, and I love the formula. It's his Leo, I believe. And it's a beautiful nude. It stays on like no other. So I do like his lip. Like it. But his container shouldn't be broken like that to where it's smeared on the bottom. That is crazy, Caitlin. I'm going to have to go back up and finish reading everything that you said about it. That is not right. And you guys, it's not even that pigmented. It's not. So this is Mary Kay's container. And the mirror did have a protective cover on it when I got it. It has a little mirror and then her eyeshadow. Now, this eyeshadow on this side is not her new stuff. Only the stuff over here. So, let's try out these purple colors. They're about the same. Okay. So we have here this, well, not that one. This purple color and then this purple color from Jeffree. So I'm just going to dig in the pan here. It seems like this is made for swatching, not for the eye. It doesn't really stay on the eye that great. Okay, so there is what it looks like on your skin. And then I am going to go down in the Mary Kay's Chroma Fusion with another finger. This one right here. This is the Jeffree finger. And then this is what I'm using with MK. Okay. Now, granted, they are different colors, but I just want you to see the difference. His kind of fades out. Let me see if I can get a darker purple in his palette. Oh, yeah, let's use that one. There's a lot of fallout with Jeffree's. I mean, a lot. But I do like this color right here. This one. That's Jeffree's. But I mean, for half the price, MK's is pretty pigmented right here. So it's about the same there, you know, and it's double the price. The formula fills a lot of the same. Scents, perfumes. Yep, they do perfumes. I've had stuff from BoxyCharm stolen and they replaced it immediately. But even if it had been stolen, he should have replaced it. I agree, Caitlin. I do not agree with the tactics. And see, it kind of like comes off even later. It does not really stay in place like it should. But there's the swatches. The bottom one is a Mary Kay one. I want to show you another Mary Kay swatch as well. I'm going to show, I've already showed you this Mary Kay purple. I'm going to show you the brown right here. How awesome it is. Because these are all new eyeshadows. If you haven't tried Mary Kay's eyeshadows in the last year, then you need to try them again because they're all brand new. This is the Mary Kay right here. And I'm going to put it right next to Jeffree's. Oh. Let's see if I can get it better. Look on this. No, There we go. That one on the end is Mary Kay right here. Oh, hold on. Whoop. This is Mary Kay. Jeffree, Mary Kay. Very pigmented. Now, this is the test. Mary Kay is still there. A lot of Jeffree came off. Most of Jeffree came off. And some of that came off too. But this Mary Kay stayed big time. And that's what stays after. So it's like the same formula. I don't know. I don't think you're allowed to have the same formula, but it's quite close, you guys. So I just highly recommend you checking out some Mary Kay before you spend a whole bunch of money on this, because this will take 3 weeks to come. You'll pay double the price with this. You can get this right here full of 12 of your favorite colors for the same price or cheaper. This only has 9 colors, but there are bigger pans. They are bigger pans, but the pans are not very thick. This is an illusion. The pans are not that deep at all. That's funny. I'm pasty as well. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's see. You can't tell me that he's using quality products for his makeup if he made $20 million profit. I know. And it's 100% profit on beauty products. And it seems like that he makes a lot more than 100% profit. You're supposed to make, and Mary Kay allows that to happen. She gets half and I get half. So she actually gives the person selling her products the same amount of money as she asked for. When Jeffree was doing his numbers in his beauty thing with Shane, Jeffree got more than half. And he's only supposed to get half. And Shane's supposed to get the other half. That's what, if a direct sales company can do that, then you should be held to the same standard. Like, you're not giving Shane half of of each palette, and you should be. Enough said. He should have done that on his own. I wish Shane would have done that on his own. But that's just my personal opinion. Let's move on from that tea. But yes, I could not believe how hateful that other YouTubers get with each other. And I'm ready, you guys. I'm ready for them to just start, but they might not do that to me because I don't do that to them. But who knows? Fingers crossed. I'll be ready to laugh and let it roll off my back and make fun of it too. Sweet tea, sweet tea. This is not wine, it's sweet tea. Yeah, I listen to those 4 women all the time, and they couldn't be more different from one another. I haven't listened to CC and J is for J anymore because J is for Justice told me I'm too loud in my comment section. She went as far as telling me that I'm too loud in my comment section. And coming from someone I admired, it was like a hard blow for me. It took my ego to a very low level. And so I just blocked her, and I'm not going to watch her anymore. I will break my fingers before I would go over there and watch her, no matter what her content is, just because having someone you look up to be like that, so just catty, like, turn your volume down, sister. I was appalled. So It just really sucks. So I don't go watch that creator anymore, and I don't watch CC anymore because she is. I was already starting to get a bad vibe from her anyway, but she was, to me, starting to evolve a little bit, and I wanted to give her a little bit of credit. But then when she came at me for covering the missing NK chapter for people, I was like, okay, done with you too, so I don't get to watch her. But I was still watching Leslie and Crystal, or Without a Crystal Ball, uh, whenever I had time, like whenever I was in the bathtub or when I wasn't spending time with you guys. I was still, floating around watching smut on YouTube, like everyone else does, catching up on the tea. And I saw that and it just broke my heart. And I just wish that we all could just love one another. It's so mean to drag out people's flaws. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on over there anymore. I quit watching after she made fun of me. Done with it. That just happened to you, Mama Beauties. I'm sorry, love bug. I won't even turn on chat on YouTube anymore. I don't blame you. They were way more focused about the cases. I used to watch her, but I think she is too much Watt's side. Yeah, I agree. It's crazy to me because I found these people back in late December, early January, and it wasn't this bad with the drama at all. Yeah, I know. And I liked watching them, and then it just got crazy. And then I got pulled into it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't deserve this crap. I'm going to go over here and mind my own business. Mind my own business. That's what it is. I'm going to just mind my own business, hang out. I'm so glad I got to see you guys on Thanksgiving. I know I said I was going to take 2 days off, but it felt good to come on over. Come on over. I got to be at the doctor at 8 a.m. I might as well stay up. It's 2 a.m. right now. My daughter's supposed to be here at 6 a.m. Hopefully she will be. Ooh, it's almost Christmas. Yeah, they are all about drama, and it's just not fair. Yeah, and I caught a little bit about that whole Oni thing. AD got all into self when he found out Chris knew about his content. Can't watch. Yeah, I watched that. When I watched his Cadel interview and I saw him being like, and did he know about the shadows? I mean, he was fishing for compliments. It was disgusting. Oh, I'm hating. I shouldn't be hating. But I mean, that was facts. I saw it. He kept reiterating and wanting her to say over and over that Chris knew that he found the shadows. He wanted to know if Chris knew about him. And yeah, you wrote him back in May, remember, according to what you've said. And you are the reason that the petition got started to take the pictures down. So I highly doubt he's going to be writing him back because he's the reason why his pictures almost got taken down. So here's that tea. What's a vocal fry, Alyssa? Your mods were saying that? Alyssa, that's just wrong. I would have cried too, Alyssa. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to go through that. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of channels, you guys, but the drama just got out of control that I quit going there. But I had never watched or saw Oni, but I did see him on Molly Golightly's channel when all of that was going down. Yep. That's awful, Alyssa. I'm so sorry. My favorite channel used to be Critical K and J is for Justice as well. But when I started my channel, they both hated on me. Both of them. She hated on me for leaking the chapter of NK, the missing NK chapter, which sucked anyway. And then J is for Justice came over here and in my comments and said I was too loud. You of all people saying somebody's loud. Girl, please. Go on with that. Go sit down somewhere with that. Alyssa, you do not deserve that, and that will never happen to you here. Yeah, I used to, Carla, as well. I used to as well. Used to. Exactly. But I had never met Oni. Never even heard of him before until I saw him on there. Nope, they sure wouldn't. Caitlin, she didn't used to be like that, but I know exactly what you mean. And you guys need to make sure that that doesn't happen to me. It's like once you hit a certain subscriber mark, it's like once you hit 10,000, 20,000, something like that, it goes straight to your head. I watched it happen to the creators that I watch. And that ain't going to happen to me. Not here, Jackie. Not here. And not on Jackie's channel either. She is drama free. Drama free. My subs have been great. Anytime anything goes down, my subs send it to me immediately. I feel like I can trust my subs. There are a couple that I wish they would remove. I only say that because they aren't doing anything but purposefully instigating problems that affect the whole community. Not okay at all. I know. I know. It's calling me a sucker. Hey, Andrews. Oh, is she? We're all suckers. Yeah. Did you guys that got the free gifts from me feel like a sucker, or did you feel scammed when you made a purchase from me and I sent you more than what you ordered? Your free item? I guess that's what a scammer is in the new metropolis days or metro days, in the new millennial times, in the modern times. A scammer is someone that sends you free stuff. I mean, they're just mad because I do giveaways every 500 subscribers. And they don't. They promise to mail stuff out to people and don't even get on it. So I was even accused of buying my nails on Wish, you guys, and reselling them to you for $1 or for $5. That I get the nails on Wish. Yep. And you should just hear the way that some of those women talk in that other CC's Patreon. I have loads of screenshots of those. I'm a screenshot queen. Yep. They don't have as many subs. It's not cool. Couldn't get Streamlabs to work. Felt so bad after it's StreamYard, baby. Don't do Streamlabs. They're awful. Jackie, do StreamYard, okay? Streamlabs is awful. I'm trying to get it out of my computer and it somehow keeps reappearing in there. Streamlabs is horrid. I spent all day trying to get Streamlabs one time. StreamYard is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let me tell you. And if you bring somebody on StreamYard, Jackie, all you have to do is share your link. They don't have to have StreamYard. StreamYard isn't even a app. You just type in StreamYard, you go there, create your account, and then you go to StreamYard every time. It's not even an app. You just go to the website. I keep thinking that there's a curse on the case because everyone who gets involved gets dollar signs in their eyes. Not me. Not me, Jamie. Not at all. I don't monetize my videos. I don't anything. I gave the family a year to grieve before I came up on here and started giving my opinion. And I very rarely give my opinion. Most of the time, I give you what's in discovery and interviews. And it hasn't affected me at all. It hasn't. Like, you guys, everybody's like, ooh, weird stuff's happening when you're covering the Watts case. Sometimes I think they embellish a lot of that stuff to create hype around their videos. I mean, I haven't even had a bad dream. Does that make me evil? Am I bad? Or am I just protected? Exactly. And that's what I want. I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm here to get your theories. There's been so many aha moments because of my subscribers, because of not even my subscribers, you guys, the people that are watching that won't even subscribe. Your theories help me have aha moments where I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like, I absolutely thought her not taking her bra off was a just true sign that she didn't get in the bed. But there were a lot of women that said during pregnancy, if you wear your bra, it helps support, it keeps them from sagging. And so there is a strong possibility that I was wrong about the fact that she wouldn't get in the bed with her bra on. So I am thoroughly enjoying having this open community to be able to communicate with and exploring human behavior. Miss Jane, that's the whole reason why I started this channel, is because are you talking about Cato's book? The book was creepy. Yeah, Cato's book was creepy and weird. And if that's not what you're talking about, I'm saying her book was creepy and weird. And I wanted the truth out here. I saw all the people that were saying all this stuff on YouTube that wasn't true, that didn't even make any sense. And I was like, you know what? I need to get a channel out here that gives these victims a voice. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to share that there are other women out there that are going through this right now that need to take heed to those red flags and get your crap and go before this quiet man that no one ever suspected before hurts you and your babies. Leave. Thank you, Alyssa. It just seems like a lot of creators get a big head, and when they start making money, they sabotage each other and do all these nasty things. I just wasn't talking curse like that. It was just that I know what you mean, Jamie. And I agree. I saw it happen. I saw it happen to MGL. I saw it happen to Without a Crystal Ball. I saw it happen to, all of these people. I was with them when they had very little subscribers, and you're absolutely right. I agree with that figure of a speech, Jamie. Thank you, Sarah. I'm super excited to share it when I find it. And we have only made it to 501 on Discovery, so we've got a busy week ahead of us to get through the rest of the Discovery pages. I'm sorry, Tracy. You didn't miss much, I promise. I thought I knew everything. Oh, thank you. About me finding details. The creator said that I'm Jamie Watts. That's okay. You're welcome here if you are Jamie. You know what? I personally don't think Jamie ever did anything wrong. I feel like that she's just a victim caught up in all of this. honestly, she's a mother. She takes care of her children, and her children's faces have been plastered all over everywhere. People have plastered her face, and Jamie has never publicly bashed Shanann. We have only heard hearsay. If somebody knows where Jamie has publicly bashed Shanann, please show me where that's at. Because honestly, the only people I've seen publicly bash Shanann is Cindy, Jamie, all right, not Jamie. Sorry, I just said she didn't. Cindy, Ronnie is who I meant to say, and Jeremy Lindstrom or whatever his name was. The dude that worked with Shanann and Chris at Ford Motor in Longmont, Colorado, where I used to live as well. Said it on a live and the family confirmed it, LOL. Not all creators are bad. Are you, Jamie Watts? I don't either, and I feel empathy for her, and I definitely agree. Thank you, Jamie. Without has a bunch of drama on her channel too. As soon as they see you making good content, the Jello people come out. Yeah, she does have a bunch of drama, and she shouldn't have came after Leslie Bass. You guys go subscribe to Leslie Bass right now. She is another girl like me. She's down to earth, super cool. I'm not calling myself these things. I just said she's kind of like me, and then I went into describing her. I didn't want you guys to think that I'm that vain. I'm just describing her now, not me. She takes care of 6 kids. She reports facts. If she messes up on something, which she's only messed up one time since I've ever seen her, she'll retract it, and she can get people to contact her back like you wouldn't believe. She talks to Barbara from Teen Mom. She had Matt on her channel, and that's what the whole beef was over, is evidently Matt was without a Crystal's friend first, and Leslie wouldn't even know Matt if it wasn't for her. And we're talking about Matt, Amber's ex from Teen Mom, you guys. But I love Leslie. She's awesome. She's beautiful. You can tell she has a big heart. She's kind. She cares about her moderators. Her sister's really cool. And so you guys go subscribe to Leslie. She rocks. Yes, I think there's Kimberly with her channel. She does that synopsis of she is so cool. Yes, I don't either, and I feel empathy for her and definitely agree. Her friends did it for her. It is known, but we can agree to disagree. Her friends did it for her. Who? Janelle, what are you talking about? I'm confused. Let me go back and see. Not all creators are bad. Her friends did it for her. What? Help me understand. What's her channel? It's called this, Leslie Bass. That's her channel. She's awesome. Yes, like her already. Good. Ask Frank Rousset what Jamie has said. I'm not going to bother Frank Rousset. And you shouldn't either. No one should bother Frank Rousset and ask him what Jamie has said. It would be in the public if it was true. So I'm sorry, but I'm not asking any grieving parent anything, ever. Jackie said show her some love and help her get to 1,000. Go subscribe to her channel, Jackie Good Citizen Green. I'm a Teen Mom fan too. I have been. I'm 41, girl, and I've been a Teen Mom fan since 16 and pregnant. I'm old enough to be alive when they were on 16 and pregnant before they even became Teen Mom stars. He's around and he'll call out the truth. He's welcome to do that. That's fine. I asked you, Janelle, if you could show me a place where Jamie Watts has publicly bashed Shanann. And you can't. You told me to ask Frank Rusek. So, actually, bye, girl. See your way out. Ugh. People like the tag, they've already said that they have been harassed enough. If I wanted to hear or talk to Frank, I will wait for Sandy's book. I'm not going to harass them anymore. So many YouTubers already harass them. And if they want to say something to me, if they feel like it's that important that Jamie was publicly bashing Shanann that I need to know, then they can reach out to me. I'm not going to reach out to them. Even if he popped in right here and said something, I'm not going to, oh, there's Frank Rusek. Let me make sure I subscribe to him. Let me make sure I got all his info. I'm not. I'm going to show him love like I show the rest of you guys and keep it moving. It's sick. I'm not going to pry into some grieving man's mind. See, Alyssa's too. You're good, LOL. I was kidding. Already sub, Jackie. Awesome. I did this too, and there were fake profiles that no one could substantiate. Frank will pop in here and there. LOL. He's popped up on yeah, I've seen him on AD's channel, Ivy. I know that it's true. But he pops in on channels, you guys, that have 30 and 40,000 subs or more. Not a channel that has 1,500 subs. And if he did pop in on my channel, I would not harass him. Okay? And if any of you guys did, you would be blocked from my channel. If you've seen him ever commenting in my comment section, leave him alone. Was it fake that Frank went in there because he liked AD and then didn't? I don't know. Who knows if they're real or not. It's not what I am worried about. What I'm worried about is digging deeper into this discovery and finding out all this information that I've been finding. And why didn't I find it the first time? I must have been just so overwhelmed by the fact that it was 1,900 and something pages that I just thumbed through it. Now I'm going over it 100 and 200 pages at a time, and I can really zoom in and focus and outline things that I want you guys to know. And I'm having a wonderful time doing it. Like, I missed my calling. I should have been a lawyer. This is what lawyers do. They stay up all night researching, listening, putting thoughts together. And so now I get to do it vicariously through my YouTube channel. Hey, Andrew, you need to check my email too, because I wanted to talk to you about that thing with MM yesterday. And check your email. There's something very important in there that I have only given to you and Ashley Newsom. It's so cold here, and we got a lot of snow this week. Only one time warning. Only one time warning. What does that mean, Jackie? Leave him alone, everyone. Christ. Yes, exactly. Tracy Lynn, what part of NM? Yeah, it's New Mexico. Yeah, it's a lot to go through in there. Oh God, it's horrible watching people comment the same when one of the family pops up in the chat. We care about Shanann and her family, not here to talk to or bug them. Exactly. Hey, Andrews, it's not okay. The holidays get hectic. I totally understand. No rush at all, doll. Thank you so much. Yes. Hey, Andrews, you better email Chelsea. Chelsea Small. Those last days are so hard, Chelsea. You are almost there. Whatever it is she's talking about, you get it, girl. I'm proud of you. Whatever it is, we're proud. You go, girl. Leave Jim alone. Leave Frank alone. Leave Frank alone. Mama Beauty's dang. See, I suck at email so bad I will have to give you my phone number and go there right after this. I gave you my phone number. I was trying to be vague and say I gave you something really important that I only gave Ashley Newsom. And when you went to the email, I was going to see that I gave you my phone number. And then you said, I'll have to give you my phone number. Yes, because I wanted to talk yesterday, girl. And I pace on the phone when I'm heated and I needed somebody to talk to. I went to Facebook Facebook. Good Lord. I went to YouTube at first and I went on a rant. As soon as I got off, I was like, oh my God, why did I do that? I got to delete that. I deleted that live, calmed down, emailed you, and then came back live and did a not so aggressive one. Hi, Jesse. Oh, Chelsea, I remember going through that myself. And it's hard to deal with. I know that's right. Luckily, I was alone and it was only my son, but I couldn't imagine having a significant other having to deal with everything that comes with when I was going through that. I don't know what your reason is for going through that, but I know my reason was when I was coming off of pain pills. I agree. Both families are Chris Watts victims. Bless. He'll understand, Chelsea, especially if you're going through something, sister. Oh, thank you. Jesse, do I have your email already? Email me if you haven't already so I can respond to your email. Here's mine. And I'm going to do that when I get off this live. I'm going to go back and check my emails. I don't think I've been able to respond to any of them from today. There's mine, Jesse. Send me an email so we can chat. That would be nice. I'm so dang sorry. I'm the same way, pacing when upset. I'm so sorry. Me and email are horrible friends. I don't even have it set up for notifications, so I didn't know. I figured. I knew that when you didn't respond back, plus I wasn't even able to respond to all of your email. I wanted to just call you and go through your email together because there's so much to say. Oh, I'm excited about our friendship. It's okay, girl. No, you shouldn't have gave me your number because I was scared to give you my number. I wasn't sure. We've got to fill each other out. Definitely don't just give your number right away, no matter how much you trust someone. Oh, wow, Jamie. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My dad was a retired police officer, so we don't really bash the police here. Yes, girl, you need some iced tea. That's what I'm having. Oh, bless your heart. You're ready to have a baby, girl. Congratulations. Yes. The mood swings from that are probably worse. Bless your heart. Congratulations. Hopefully you don't go over at all. Hopefully anytime now. I know that's the hardest part, 38 and on. Girl, you stop with that. It's okay. I've been busy anyway. I wouldn't have been able to answer. I mean, yesterday, yeah, but I was cooking and all kinds of stuff. So I wouldn't have been able to get back to you until now anyway. Don't feel horrible. You good, girl. You're good. All right, well, I wanted to come on here and say happy Thanksgiving to all. And if you want to browse my website and my 100% real nail polish strips that stick on any kind of nails, sticks on regular nails, your toenails, acrylic nails, gel nails, artificial nails, lead press-ons. I mean, men's nails, women's nails, kids' nails. So the link for that is down below in the description box. And I think that's it. Anyone that asks about my PayPal, it's down below as well. And I said I was going to take some time off. So I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow or not, but I may surprise ya. But get ready for page 501 on the discovery and whatever I get to before we do our next video. And thank you guys, everyone, so much for all your love. And just keep me out of all that drama. Even if they're talking about me, remind me about this video later on if you need to, that I said that I wasn't going to drag anybody. I'm not going to clap back. I'm not going to spill no tea. I'm not going to bring receipts. So just remember that. All right. No matter how many subscribers I get, I'm not going to let this go to my head. And you guys mean so much to me. Don't forget that. First and foremost, we have a lot of survivor stories coming up. Make sure you email me and get on the schedule. If we need to reschedule you from last week because of what happened with Ashley, we didn't get to have some survivor stories because we were all mourning the loss of Elijah, then please email me and get on the schedule. All you will need to do is go to the link. Whenever I bring you on, I will come on live first, then I will share in the chat box the link that you need to click on to split my screen. And then we will go ahead and conduct your interview and let you share your survivor story. If you want to be a part of that, then please email me. We have a surviving addiction, surviving medical issues, surviving domestic violence, men or women. Just reach out to me and we will get you on the channel. So bye, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's over, but you'll be eating a lot of that tomorrow too, I'm sure. And I love each and every one of you. Go subscribe to Leslie Bash. You'll love her. And let's try to eliminate some of this YouTube drama, right? Much love. Big hugs. Somebody's up super late because we had really long naps.
I think I've not been in 2 videos. And I forgot that I was supposed to be in them. Or maybe 3 or 4. But I'm back.
What's your name?
Gabe. My name is Gabe.
Tell them there's 33 people here. Tell them what your name is.
Gabe. Appshire.
No, don't tell them your last name. It's okay. Tell them your channel.
Bright Blade.
Yep, he has his own channel, Bright Blade. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, I did.
Are you tired?
No.
It's 2:30 a.m. here, and we've slept all day. So now we've got to figure out how to get our days and nights switched back around.
Yep.
Ivy said, happy Thanksgiving. Jennifer said, hey, Gage. Tracy said, he's so cute.
Thanks.
He always has this much energy, too. Always. Unless he's asleep.
Which I never go to sleep anymore, so.
I love you. Let's tell him bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.